Yeah, I go chart because
it is you, bro. You're not even trying. Try.
But John Hancock rising.
Grizzlies versus Celtics. Good match. My mama.
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Steven Adams.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Williams. And it's Bain in at the 2 guard. And for Boston, Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Williams is out there with Horford. It's Tatum in at the 3.
What really separates Morant, the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
Memphis shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%. And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he made it was his small town upbringing, growing up in Belleville, South Carolina.
Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Morant, and he finishes nicely on the lane.
Working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed
to
keep defenders at bay.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
And there's the drive, and finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. It took them too many shots to get their points.
They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
There's Morant. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. And it's Morant missing. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Smart. That one wide left.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Here's Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. Out to Morant. Clock at 6. Tries again. Morant with another miss. Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the middle. Here's Horford. And the rejection by Jackson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Yeah. Do that again.
Morant with it. Out guarded by Smart. Poke loose.
Alright, so you in my box. You in my box.
Brown outside.
He is not in my box.
Connects from 3-point range. And as the regular season winds toward the playoff spread for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
Now here's Morant. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, they've dialed up their defense in a big way. You got to get creative, man, if you're going to find ways to score against them these days. Yeah, selected second in 2019, Kevin. John Morant, the highest draftee in Ohio Valley Conference history. And he became the second Grizzly ever to win. Rookie of the year joining Arkansas.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Derek White's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And the show is down. Some people felt, Chris, that John Morant was an all-star snub in his rookie year.
I took John before I did.
Enjoy Magic Johnson. Great Isaiah Thomas and Trae Young. The only 20-year-old rookies to average at least 17 points and 7 assists per game. That's some lofty coverage.
Here's Jones after the basket by Boston. And again, Memphis no good.
2 minutes. Bro, they took John before,
right. And again, Boston with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, they shot the basketball.
Jones looking for an opening. The shot.
I'm turning on a real player for all my players. Options, controller settings.
Will not fall. Some solid defense from Brown.
Yes, sir.
White, wide open. He fires. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In a fast break now for the Celtics. Pritchard gets
Hey,
the
wrong
bucket.
for that.
Unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To halt the run. That
Wow,
one doesn't go.
2K, they know they
Now
wrong for that.
Boston's exit the other way. Here's Brown going inside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. They're jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Jones. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points
John
a game.
Morant, they got no dribbling.
Over in the corner, White. Brown trying to free himself up.
They're making no
White,
shots.
good. White's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
I ain't gonna lie, they trash.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. There's to Gonchar.
Shit.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
Both 99.
Brown wide open. He
Hey,
fires.
that's not
I'm not playing this no more, bro.
Spirit that I don't care. If I gotta, I ain't moving out my chair.
Hey, stop! Stop! Bro, just keep it on drive. Just keep it on drive. Oh my God! I'm
to get her feet wet with peak sweat. The freak neck from Harlem to BX. I clean up like Kleenex. Spinelli, I'm recessed. Kick ball to the deep end. The moon and the tides really control the weather. The sun and the moon, yes, it do go together. A spiritual being that rides any weather. Riders on the stone, riders on the stone. Yes, I'm on my own, trying to find up my home. Riders on the stone, riders on the stone. Always on my own, trying to find up a home. Intelligent, adaptable, agile, communicative, informative, creative, and everybody hates it. Imagination, colorful, when I just entertain it. A poet and a dreamer, I'ma seize the world and take it. Of course, there is the bad. I'm really superficial. I ain't called you in 3 months, still I maintain that I'm Gemini with issues, social isolated. I pray that I'm naked, or at least that I can take it. And like
Oh, damn!
I'm really prone to change.
Yo, oh, damn, won the game. Finals, yes! Yeah, he won the finals.
Thank God I'm in charge and
Come on,
close
play!
where I stay in. Riders on the stone, riders on the stone.
Bruh,
Yes, I'm on
play!
my own, trying to
Oh,
find
play!
out my home. Riders on the stone, riders on the stone. Always on my own, trying to find up a home.
Yo! Got you! Come on. Yo, y'all gotta tell you something. Let me try to dunk on you. Step deep fake. Ah! Hey, dunk on me. Dunk on me.
Slang. Used to sleep on the floor with it. Got a I can't get because it's still wet. Man, I pay him a visit, ain't paid his bills yet. I make him feel that. I rap and seal that. Send out the head, the Nike swoop stamps. I'm just doing it for the camp. Showed him to the night behind my back. One thing about that karma, she coming back. If you keep close. Nowadays, became a trend and snake your homies out because everybody back go, but everybody black.
Come on.
I let the
Come on.
used to off the.
Hey, I'm dunking on you again.
Cause every time I see the just like a scary movie.
Come on, do this.
Do a different game now. I don't rap about I let his name.
Absolutely. Well, on the show is because you are the winner of the jersey design contest.
Oh man, that's a blessing to hear. Like for real, trill talk. That's amazing. You know, I'm sure my teammates gonna be happy. That 250 KVC gonna come in handy with my center.
Now, one thing I love about you. Other teams. So talk about your background in that and helping the community out with your designs.
Sure. So I got a degree in graphic design and web.
That ain't me.
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K. Hey, Al.
Hey, Brian.
Man, that's great to see, Allie. Thanks for that. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Dwight Howard out there with Johnson. Then there's LeBron James. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Dumoya in at the three.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Well, Candace, you'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's transformed as many teams as LeBron James. Entire franchises have changed overnight when he's come to town.
Yes, and that's the impact that LeBron James has had on basketball in general. I mean, on the court, yes, but even off the court, if you think of what he's accomplished. This is a guy that you want to be your teammate. This is a guy that obviously has etched his name as one of the greats in NBA basketball.
And the first player to earn $1 billion in his career.
And that's a lot of money, BA.
And he gets that one.
A creative finisher. Love seeing Booker attack the rim and convert like this.
Hold up, bro.
Here's James. His last outing, he had 20. And now just over a minute played here in the first. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. Paul, shot is off. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. James, outside.
No, don't play down there.
Over Crowder. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Come on, bro.
Well, Candace, your versatility as a player is just tremendous. Let's talk about the parts of the game that took a little work, though. I know there were parts of your game that came easy to you, but what about those aspects of your game that you had to really focus on and work on and improve as you became a professional?
Believe it or not, defense. That has been just in terms of just staying steps ahead. I think defense takes a lot of IQ. It takes a lot of, being ahead of the play before it happens, being in the right position. So I think defensively is something that players underestimate the value of.
Pass to Booker. Here's the three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 5 now.
It's tough to contain Booker on the catch and shoot because of his smooth, quick release. Impressive.
Bradley misses.
What? 2K.
The Suns have gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Here's Crowder. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
James gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Maybe the most powerful win to ever play this game. LeBron James often dishes out more punishment than he takes.
Well, Candace, the Milwaukee Bucks winning the 2021 title, it just goes to show you that small market teams, big market teams, every fan base should know their team has a chance to win if they're run properly. And we saw that with the Bucks last season.
Well, we're seeing the support from the entire city, the entire state. How great it is to see a team like that, that has had a superstar that decided to stay with the Bucks, that re-signed when many probably would have left. How important it is for that city. And so I think that, you know, a lot of teams are going to take this blueprint and try to recreate it.
McGee, he's